Hey, it's Ray Steele. Hope you like this, and please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. Found this gentleman's work thanks to our good friend Shakira Harris here at the station, and he is going to be bringing some just dynamite art to Indianapolis, both to Long Sharp Gallery and to the Butter 2 Art Fair coming up just ahead next month. Moyosore Martins. Some people call him Moyo. I'm going to call him Moyosore. That's your name. So first of all, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm doing great. You do some outstanding work, and we'll get into that in a second. You are a mixed media artist, meaning you just work with whatever is out there. Your canvas could be a whole lot of different things, right?
Absolutely. It could be anything.
So, give me some examples. I mean, in addition to traditional painting, I've seen the traditional painting. What else have you worked with as far as mediums to express yourself?
I work with clay materials. I work with fabric. I work with furniture. I work with just recycled plastic bags. I work with recycled shopping bags as well. And just basically anything that I could just manipulate to bring out my ideas. And that's it.
I saw something at your site that was tremendously fascinating to me. And you mentioned fabric. They were sofa cushions. And with your art on the sofa cushions, my wife is a sofa cushion fanatic. So, I mean, that would be right up her alley. But I'm very interested in how you get the art onto the cushion, how that's printed, how that is put around the cushion. How exactly do you do that?
So basically, I start off with a sketch on the paper, then I go further with a sketch on the iPad digitally with an application called Procreate. So after making the digital works, then I send the digital works from the iPad down to the computer to fine tune the images properly with Photoshop. So it takes a little bit of process. Then after all the old artistic, this digital process, then I send it out to the fabric printers to assess the design properly. Then I get to like play around and choose what kind of house materials or what kind of house objects I want the designs to be on, and it needs to be functional as well. So, and my wife also likes cushions and pillows and everything. So sometimes she throws the designs and it comes out amazing. And I'd be like, okay, so we'll keep this. So
Uh,
it just basically start off with a sketch, piece of paper, or sometimes just the iPad.
just fascinating work. And it's one of many great things that you can see at Moyo's site, Moyosore's site. We're going to have that at WRTV.com. Want to talk to you about your history, how you got into art. I read that your father did not want you to be an artist as you were growing up. I don't know, that sounds like it might be putting it lightly, but of course you ended up being an artist. And just looking at some of your work, maybe what you went through back then is reflective of what you eventually decided to put on canvas later. Am I reading that the right way?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Growing up, I was in opportune to be an artist. It wasn't even like part of the conversation. So I come from a very, very strong African slash Brazilian background slash a little bit of British. So my dad wanted me to be an architect. And it wasn't just working out right because the maths and everything was just too much. And it took time before they get to the drawing aspect of it. So I was impatient. So I really, really knew from the get-go what I wanted to do, being an artist, but it wasn't just part of the conversation. And yes, um, because I wasn't really allowed to do what I was meant to do, everything actually does reflect in my works. I tend to have like my conversations with my canvases, and I project through them, and it sort of looks the way they look like now.
Yeah, I was looking at a painting. This is entitled "Through My Very Own Eyes," 2021. That's what made me think of that. Is some of the writings on there, some of the repetitive writings, scribblings, if you will, that almost look like you're doodling or whatever might have been going on way back when you were being told, no, you can't do this. You need to be this instead of this. When did you make the decision that I am an artist, I'm going to be an artist, this is what I'm going to do?
It was a very, very, very early awareness, so to say, because I wasn't good in doing anything else. I wasn't good in doing anything else I tried to do. This is the only thing I was good at. I saw differently, which people kind of like picked on me from the early start, that Moyo sees things differently, the way I see colors, the way I hear sound. So I knew I was different. I knew something was quite different, from how I perceive the world entirely. So with that being said, when I was told to do some other things, I always put my art in everything I do, but it doesn't come out just like the art. So, and I just stuck to it. And I found a very, 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 very internal bliss that comes within when I create, and when I don't create, I become very unsettled. So that was when I knew that I think this is it. So is way more than just creating for me. It's like a way of me being sane, and being grounded to who I am. So I just need to create. It's a must. So to say, you know.
What are you creating lately? What's been some inspirations of late that you're working on but that maybe are not ready to show to the public yet?
That's a very, very, very good question. What I've been painting of late, I'm like an expressionist. So I go through these phases and everything. So in the face of I'm in and it's the phase I'm in now is called an artist journey. The people I'm meeting in my journey, and the clarity I'm getting right now, the growth, and understanding who I am and sticking true to the path that I choose. So I've really, really been painting some manifestations like I always do, and just some awareness, some awareness of me being now, being present, and me being true to what I said I wanted to do, because it's all happening through my very own eyes. And sometimes it does feel very, very heavy, and it feels like, okay. And the self-doubt comes sometimes, which is normal, being an artist. But I mean, it's just part of the growth. I'm just allowing myself to grow, constant research, and just constantly finding myself.
Well, Moyosore Martins' journey is going to bring him to Indianapolis here, to the Long Sharp Gallery, and also to the Butter 2 Art Fair. What are we going to see when you visit us, whether it's at the gallery or whether we make a visit to Butter and see the incredible collection of Black art and Black artists that's the reason the Butter 2 Art Fair was created in the first place?
Oh, people are going to see some original pieces. People are going to see something different, something vivid, something that might evoke their emotions, or like something that might just send a new, different kind of vibration, into the room, or into the art market, or to the gallery, or like the viewers itself. Something that's going to spark a conversation, or something that's going to make them question things that they haven't even seen before, you know, that might seem a little bit familiar, you know, at the same time. So it's just I think they should just keep their fingers crossed, you know, something a little bit different. I think I think I think is I think, you know, sometimes change sparks a little bit of fear, but I think this is gonna be exciting.
As a mixed media artist who's worked with a lot of different things over the years, is there a medium that you haven't worked with yet that maybe you're
Hmm.
looking at right now that you might decide you're going to work with down the road?
I've been thinking of working with like water lately. I've been like water installation or something like that. You know, just something completely out of the box. You know, yeah, something completely out of the box. Because I really do work with a lot of material. So I've been thinking of some like water installations, you know, and something more interactive, you know. So yeah, we should just stay tuned to that as well and just see what comes up.
We certainly will, and we will hopefully get a lot of folks out to see you at the Long Sharp Gallery here in Indy and at the Butter 2 Art Fair, also in Indy, down at the Stutz building, September 1st through the 4th. Moyosore Martins, we'll have a link to all of his stuff at WRTV.com, as well as info on his visit here to Indy. Love your work, what I've seen of it so far, and really looking forward to your visit, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.